Hello. Today let's talk about water pollution and how it relates to you and I. Across Africa, many of our rivers, boreholes and water sources look normal, but they are silently becoming reservoirs of disease. This is not a future problem. It's a public health crisis already happening. From a public health and environmental perspective, water contamination in Africa is not just about dirty water. It's about how human activity, weak systems, and poor planning quietly turn water into a pathway for disease, economic loss, and even antibiotic resistance. They are found through open defecation, poor waste disposal, unmanaged sewage, industrial effluents, agricultural runoff, all of which end up in our water bodies. Here are few examples. In many of our African markets, up to 70 to 80% of waste and sewage ends up in gutters. When it rains, fecal matters are directly into rivers and groundwaters. These same water sources are later used for drinking, cooking, and washing. This is how diseases like cholera, typhoid, and dysentery keep returning. This is not just by accident, but by design failure. Water tankers are lifelines in many cities. Some, some source water from contaminated boreholes, while some from streams. Some use poorly cleaned tanks and even alternate between supplying homes and construction sites. This means that pathogens are not just present, but they are actively being transported. Abattoirs are also another factor. Waste from abattoirs, industries, and farms often enter rivers untreated. This includes blood, chemical, heavy metals, and antibiotic residues. This doesn't just cause illness, it fuels antimicrobial resistance, one of the biggest global health threats today. Urbanization is yet another factor that threatens our water bodies and groundwater. In fast-growing cities, boreholes are drilled through too close to septic tanks. When one fails, an entire neighborhood's groundwater can be contaminated. This is why one person's sanitation failure becomes everyone's health problem. This is not just an health issue, it's an economic issue, a development issue, an environmental justice issue. Medical costs rises, productivity drops, livelihood suffers, and the most affected are always the most vulnerable. The solutions are not mysterious, rather they are systemic. Stronger waste and sewage management, regulation of water tankers and boreholes, proper industrial wastewater treatment, safe urban planning, environmental accountability, especially in oil producing regions. This would go a long way. For you as an individual, at your household level, you should ensure that you boil water and when quality is uncertain, use and maintain water filters, clean storage tanks regularly, and avoid dumping waste into waters. Ask questions about where your water sources are, where your water is coming from. This is not panic. This is you being preventive. Water should sustain life and not threaten it. If we want a healthier community in our society, we must protect our water, both upstream and downstream. This is Afripubhealth. We break down public health, environmental risks, and what they mean to you and I. Follow for evidence-based explanations because understanding risk is the first step towards reducing it.